20 years ago, the 1996 ETSU golf team set a standard by which all future teams would be measured. Led by two-time SoCon Player of the Year Garrett Willis and Irish standout Keith Nolan, the Bucs were ranked #1 for most of the season and rolled into Chattanooga's honors course as one of the favorites for the NCAA Championship. The talented field featured future PGA pros Roy Sabatini and Tim Clark, and a guy you might have heard of, Tiger Woods. With a surprising effort from freshman David Christensen and another Irish star Eamon Brady, the Bucs were in contention the entire tournament. Paired in the final round with Tiger and the Stanford Cardinal, and with over 9,000 fans on hand, the Bucs didn't flinch and edged Stanford by one shot to finish third in the country. Tiger did win the individual title, but the shot that saved the day came off the club of Keith Nolan. The Irishman hit this amazing flop shot from a horrible lie. Nolan went on to make the putt and finished 9th in the NCAA Championship. The chip by Nolan is widely regarded as the best clutch shot in ETSU history. Let's see, we got about 200 yards. Need a little bit of a draw. I think I can draw this club. Let's find out. Oh yeah, not bad. Hi, I'm Paul Johnson, WCYB-TV. 20 years ago, I was at that tournament when the Bucs finished third in the nation. It gave me a love of golf, especially college golf. And down through the years, I've covered a lot of tournaments that feature the ETSU Buccaneers. Perhaps my favorite, 1998, when the Bucs, in dramatic fashion, won the Southern Conference Championship in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Big hits, big misses, and a dramatic finish all combined to make this one of the most unforgettable Southern Conference golf championships ever. As the last group headed to 18, the Bucs held a slender one-shot lead over Wofford. But Ryan Moore brought the home fans to their feet when his second shot landed only 3 feet from the pin. It looked like curtains for the ETSU Bucs.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. Who knows, that catches the trap, and it's a different game. But he hit the shot when he needed to, and I give him credit. He played well.
But David Christensen blasted out of a bunker and went on to make his birdie putt, putting all the pressure on the Wofford golfer. Moore would have to make eagle to tie it, but he missed and handed the Bucs the conference title.
We're hoping David gets it up there to give us a chance for a playoff, and then when he hit the great bunker shot, and even then, I felt relieved we're going to get a chance to go to a playoff, and strange things happen in golf, so we'll take it.
I can't believe he missed that putt, so it's great. We got our own back for last year. It was so close last year, and we got the short end of the stick, so it was good to get it this year.
As expected, the ETSU Bucs won the Southern Conference Championship by 18 strokes over second-place Wofford, completing a wire-to-wire victory at the Country Club of Sapphire Valley. Senior Eamon Brady started the day with a 2-shot lead, but he slumped to a final round 78, a disappointing end for the Irishman.
Well, it's the first time I played with the lead, and yeah, it adds a little bit to it, all right. I thought I was doing pretty good there around the turn there, and just, it's a tough game.
Sophomore Chris Whistler benefited the most from Brady's slump, finishing with a 219 total to force a playoff with Charleston's Jed McLuhan. It would be the first time since 1991 that the Southern Conference medalist race would be decided by sudden death. The playoff began on the par 4 356-yard number 10 hole, with Whistler winning honors. The former Delaware State champ drilled his drive straight and true, but McLuhan followed suit. Both players would make par, and the playoff would move to the par 4 18th. After blasting out of a bunker, McLuhan appeared to have no shot at par, but somehow he comes up with a shot of the day, almost holes it, and puts the pressure right back on Chris Whistler.
Well, after he hit his chip, I was just thinking, 2-putt, get to the next hole, and, just take it from there, see if you can win it from then on.
Both players settled for par and headed back to number 10. Whistler hit a wedge 12 feet from the hole, while McLuhan faced a scary downhill 20-footer. But the kid from Charleston almost drained it, only to have the putt break an inch from the hole. Whistler calmly rolled in his putt for birdie, to become the third ETSU player to take the Southern Conference individual title in the last 6 years.
Yeah, a little downhill left to right, and a kid in my group earlier this morning had it, and I saw him make it, so had a little advantage there. So it was nice to make a good putt to win.
The Bucs placed 3 players on the all-conference team, led by Player of the Year David Christensen, along with Whistler and Brady. And Fred Warren picked up his 7th Southern Conference Coach of the Year award.
We don't take the conference for granted, and it's one of our objectives every year to win it. And hopefully, we'll continue to be a powerful force in the Southern Conference in golf.
Although hundreds of golfers have played for ETSU, 3 have left their mark on the game. ETSU graduate Mike Holbert won 3 times on the PGA Tour and was a captain's assistant in the Ryder Cup. He's best known for this incredible hole-out that happened in Harbortown.
6 on. What a shot. What a shot. Oh, thank you. Hi, Lance.
Garrett Willis was a first-team All-American his senior year. He won the Canadian Amateur in 1995. He made his pro debut in Knoxville on the Nike Tour. He won the Touchstone Energy Tucson Open in 2001 and became the 4th Tour player to win in his first start as a member. Willis also won 2 tournaments on the Nationwide Tour in addition to the Tennessee State Open.
This is my job, this is my livelihood, and I've always taken it pretty serious, but it's got its seriousness to a new height.
Currently, the best-known ETSU golfer is Rhys Davis of Wales. He won 10 times in college and was a first-team All-American in 2005, 6, and 7. He played on 2 Walker Cup teams in 2005 and 7, and he won twice on the Challenge Tour in 2009 and won his first European Tour title at the 2010 Trophy Hassan II. Davis has 5 professional wins and is considered to be one of the top putters in the world.
Putting is just straight back and through from about a couple of paces usually. So if you can just roll the ball in the right sort of line, somewhere near the right sort of pace, then it's got to have a good chance of going in. Sometimes.
If you're looking for a college golf program, you can stop the search. ETSU has everything you need. Great tradition. Started way back with Mike Holbert, and now it continues with Rhys Davis. If you're interested in academics, they have a medical school. What else do you need to know? Plus, have you seen the world-class practice facility? It's one of a kind. Throw in one of the best schedules in the country, and I'm going to tell you, that's everything you need to know, because if you love golf, you're going to love ETSU.